Greetings, sports fans, students, and teachers alike. Welcome to Fox Chapel Area School District's annual telethon. For over 30 years, our school district has raised over $700,000 for various charities and foundations. This year, we're taking on ALS and joining forces with the Live Like Lou Foundation. Our team of marketing and television students will soon take the field, but need your help. Let's leave ALS better than we found it. Fox Chapel, now it's up to us. Coming to you.
Thank you. Brought some distinguished guests as part of our administrative team. All right, Dr. Dan Lentz and Dr. John McGee. We're here working at the high school, but I've got to say that we're just so happy to do this telethon. This makes 13 for me. How many for you there, Dan?
This is my 8th telethon. Dr. McGee?
I got 10 into the
You got 10. As
So
you can
I'm
see, we got a lot of
young one.
experience here. Over the years, what has just been remarkable is the effort that the students put in, and really they get behind these causes, and just hats off to all of them. It's a lot of fun. We can hear them in the background, lots of music, lots of laughter. Already participated in a basketball game with students versus teachers.
You only got teed up twice, Mr. Howard.
I didn't even get to play this year. Apparently I got cut from the team, but that's okay. The students took me in and graciously let me help coach them to a loss.
I think that the greatest thing about this is that this is all student-driven. It comes from the students. The students do the work. All of the students are the ones who are running our cameras, running our lighting, doing all of the mixing here this afternoon. So we're very proud of the students. As you heard before, $68,000 raised last year.
Wow.
We think we're going to be really close to that. We've already been gracious enough. We've graciously received a $25,000 donation already this morning.
That is just outstanding.
So I mean, it's amazing what our teenagers are doing and what all of our students throughout the district are doing.
Right, and it's just really the energy that you feel. I mean, just kind of coming into the school, this morning, seeing what the students are setting up, and this started actually weeks ago. But to be able to see what they put together today, and just the good-natured spirit, of them, and just couldn't be prouder.
Year after year, the amount of talent that our students display in the various activities and events that support this charity it's incredible. Their spirit, their creativity, to really attribute to not only our students but the families within the community.
And the best thing this year, I didn't have to take a pie in the face, so that's a really good thing. So
Right, you are, Dr. Lentz. Absolutely. I guess this might be actually officially my first year that I don't have to take a pie in the face, which is actually but they got some other activities that they put in. I think that we're going to have to try the balloon popping contest with, I don't know what, I guess you sit on them. So then I'm sure we'll be down there doing that. And
I'm sure we'll be quite successful as well.
Yes, definitely.
we also want to recognize that the charity this year is Live Like Lou. We do have a whole new backdrop and so forth this year. Everything is great. We have the baseball theme going and so forth. And with this being a local charity, we're even more proud of what we have. So we're very happy that we're able to support Live Like Lou, and I think it's time to get the show on the road.
Absolutely. And just one last thing, just want to say a special thank you to Mr. Devlin, who's been working with a lot of the students, and to Mrs. Jill Tabbas. They've been doing a lot of legwork. And that is beyond also the faculty members and students at all of our schools. This has become a really community encompassing event. So we're going to actually get this show on the road with some introductions. We'll kind of move on over as we do it, and give our first donation as well. So as we're doing that, I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Gene Freeman, and also our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. David McCommons. And we also have some additional guests. I'm sorry, I kind of keep moving over, yo-yo with them. Mr. Alex Scott, he is our Mayor of Fox Chapel Borough. And Mr. Terry Regenis, our board president, as well. Thank you very much. All right. And Mr. Eric Schmidt, is a board member, and Mr. Paul Jaffray, who is our school solicitor. So thank you very much for attending, today. And does anybody have any words they'd like to say?
Chapel, I would just say congratulations to all the students, and you're doing a great job. The community is proud of you. You picked a great charity this year, so thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Thank you. So Mr. Eric Schmidt and I were both saying, as you were talking about not having to get a pie this year, that we could probably arrange, if it meant more funds, to have it done before the telethon
I have my
is
best
over.
threads on. We're not going to do that now.
We'll have a chance to get your jacket off.
Okay.
But
can do that.
it's a pleasure for us, and I hear our donations for the board. We have 100% participation, and to get it started off. And let's go. Let's beat the $68,000. Thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you to Dr. Freeman and Dr. McCommons as well, and everybody. Like I said, just as you can see from a community standpoint, that everybody is getting together. So really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Good. Take yours.
Okay, thank you so much to our principals and our superintendents and everybody. So now let's kick off the show with our first musical guest, some of the finest voices in Fox Chapel, the Madrigals, singing We Three Kings.
We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty.
As many as 30,000 people are affected by ALS today in America. Many people don't know what this disease is or how it affects people.
So we put together a small clip to simplify what ALS actually is. We know that it's such a serious disease, and we wanted the rest of our community to know just how serious it can be and what we're all donating to.
Yes, very, very true. We want to make sure everybody understands how we can do this, and we're going to do what we can.
Don't know that much about ALS. We know it's a horrible disease, and so far there is no cure. Through some research, FCTV found some more information about the disease, and we'd like to share it with you. ALS stands for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. It's a fatal progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord. Amyotrophic lateral sclerosis is a pretty big word, so I'll break it down for you. Amyotrophic comes from the Greek language. A means no, myo refers to muscle, and trophic means nourishment, so no muscle nourishment. When a muscle has no nourishment, it atrophies or wastes away. Lateral identifies the areas in a person's spinal cord where portions of the nerve cells that signal and control the muscles are located. As this area degenerates, it leads to scarring or hardening or sclerosis in the region. ALS usually strikes people between the ages of 40 and 70, and around 30,000 Americans can have the disease, and 300 families alone in Western PA are affected by the disease. Most people with ALS die from respiratory failure, usually within 3 to 5 years from the onset of symptoms, but this can vary. However, about 10% of those with ALS survive for 10 or more years. The cause of ALS is not known. ALS has no cure yet, but researchers are working vigorously on finding a cure. ALS is physically devastating, but it is also financially devastating. ALS can cost a family $250,000 a year. ALS is often known as Lou Gehrig's disease, after Lou Gehrig, a Hall of Fame baseball player for the New York Yankees, who was diagnosed with ALS in 1930. Though he eventually died from the disease, Lou Gehrig was a spokesperson for ALS and spread his optimism throughout the whole United States. His impact still has a large presence today.
You've been reading about a bad Greg. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
To sum it all up, Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, is a horrible disease, and a cure needs to be found as soon as possible. Hopefully with this information, you have a better idea of what all the money you're donating is going to.
ALS can be confusing, and after that, hopefully our community can understand what we've been going through and to understand the cause that we've been supporting.
You're right, Katie. Hopefully that helped everyone to understand how serious of a disease Live Like Lou is fighting against. To talk more about her fight against ALS, Mrs. Alexander, the founder of Live Like Lou, is here, and I would love to welcome her along with Madison Borkovich and Sophia Dew to ask her a couple questions about her amazing foundation.
Hi, thank you. Hi, yeah, thanks for coming. So I want to know, for anyone watching at home, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself and your organization?
Okay, can I use that? Well, I'm Suzanne Alexander, and I'm Neil Alexander's wife. And, I was just a mom in the community, like a lot of your moms in this community today. I had a job, and I took care of my kids. And then my husband got diagnosed with this terrible disease. And Neil looked to Lou Gehrig as inspiration for how to approach his disease. Lou Gehrig said he was lucky. We felt lucky too, so we started Live Like Lou.
That's a great idea for a foundation. So, what made you establish Live Like Lou? Like, what was your mission for Live Like Lou?
Well, the original mission for Live Like Lou had 3 parts. The first was to raise awareness of ALS, because at the time, this is 2011, we hadn't had the Ice Bucket Challenge yet. So a lot of people hadn't heard of this disease. So we wanted to raise awareness for the disease. That was number 1. Number 2 was to raise money for patients in the area and their children. ALS is a very expensive disease to live with. It costs about $250,000 a year to live with ALS, because you got to pay for home modifications, you have to pay for care, you have to pay for a van, and some things that insurance just doesn't cover. So it's very expensive. So we wanted to raise money for patients and their kids. For the kids' part, we give them awards for things like summer camp or going to basketball lessons or band camp. These are things that the parents wouldn't be able to pay for because their disease is so expensive. The third thing we raise money for is research to find a cure. Research is expensive. And so the ability to invest the money that we've raised in research right here in Pittsburgh has been really exciting for us.
So you mentioned what you do with the money, but why should people continue to donate to Live Like Lou?
Well, this is something that's a kind of astounding fact, but the number one risk factor for getting a neurological condition like ALS is getting old. Right? So we're all getting old, and neurological conditions like ALS are all related. So Alzheimer's, dementia, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, or brain injury, they all have their root in neurological conditions, in cell death. So the money that we put to research to find a cure for ALS will help us also find cures and therapies for other related diseases that we're all at risk for.
And can you tell us how those who support you and your foundation have led to build Live Like Lou into the success that it is today?
Oh my gosh. Your question is, how have people helped us? It's unbelievable how people have helped us. Neil said when he first got diagnosed with ALS, if we had to get ALS, at least we got it in Pittsburgh. I'm so glad we got it in Fox Chapel Area School District because the families have been so involved with lemonade stands, baseball tournaments, golf tournaments, and parties to help us raise money.
Thank you so much for interviewing with us, Mrs. Alexander. It's been a pleasure to have you. And we hope to move onward to find a cure for ALS. A couple FCTV students visited Oakland to talk to Dr. Chris Donnelly, who is a researcher, and he works to cure ALS in a laboratory made possible by Live Like Lou. Here we take a look at how Live Like Lou is helping us move onward to cure ALS.
Wow, that must have been really cool. I bet they saw the cool equipment and lab.
My name is Chris Donnelly. I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Neurobiology in the University of Pittsburgh School of Medicine, and I am a member of the Live Like Lou Center for ALS Research. I run the lab that is involved in understanding essentially why ALS happens and how to stop it. The reason that it's so difficult to find a cure is very simply because we don't know what causes it. And if you look at the patients that have it, we know about 10% of patients, give or take, have some sort of genetic component, something in their DNA might, in their family history or in their DNA might actually contribute to the disease. But for the most part, 90% of people have no family history and no known cause, no genetic cause. So it's sort of like, how do you fight the enemy that you don't know? And that's really why it's so complicated. It's just figuring out why it happens. I think if we can figure out if there is a single cause or if there are multiple causes that lead to it, we can then stop those individual causes as they occur. When I was 15 years old, I had to read a book called Tuesdays with Maury, and it was a requirement for school. And at the time, ALS, they didn't really know, this was in the, I guess, like late 90s, and they didn't know really much about it at that point. And so it really scared me. I didn't have anyone affected, fortunately, in my family, but reading that book really struck a chord with me. And so when I decided that after college and I wanted to pursue research, that was sort of the field I decided to move into. The methods that we're using are sort of cutting edge. There are other people, I should say, around the world that are using similar methods, but the reason that what we're doing, I think, is so critical and different than most people is because we're essentially taking cells from patients, taking skin or blood, and we're turning those cells into what we call induced pluripotent stem cells, or iPSCs. And these iPSCs, essentially, we've tricked these skin cells into thinking that they're going through development again. And what we can do is now make neurons that are affected in the disease, or neurons in the brain or in the spinal cord or any other type of cell, sort of essentially any type of cell in the body. So we can essentially, for the first time in essentially human history, look at a live human neuron, but we can do it specifically from patients that have the disease. So by going, if we don't know the cause of the disease, but now we can actually look, and so how do we look for anything? How do we study it? But if we can take cells from patients that have the disease and turn them into the affected cell type, now we're able to actually study what's going on in patient cells that have the disease and potentially stop it. One of the things I think that you'll see that is probably the most kind of impressive is our microscope systems. A lot of the stuff we do, we actually look at these neurons that are affected from patients, and we look at what's going on in a cell and what processes we think are involved in the cell that might be perturbed, if you will. and we can actually watch these going on in a live cell over time and make movies. And but the beauty of that is all the analysis that we do for it is automated. So instead of someone sitting here for 12, 14 hours taking pictures, they can set it overnight, come in the next morning, it's all done. And even furthermore, once you tell the computer what you want it to do, the computer will do it, run through, and then email you the results. And then that saves hours, days of people's lives that they can be spent doing more important things that we don't have robots to do. My goal right now is, I think there's two. One, because we are far away from curing ALS, and I'll be honest about that. But we do know a lot about genetics, the subtypes of ALS that have a known genetic cause, where there's maybe a mutation that causes the disease. My goal right now is to do two things. One, we want to use what we know about the genetic types of ALS to figure out what's going on in these cells and figuring out ways to stop it. So maybe there's a therapy that already exists out there that would be applicable to ALS. So maybe there's something that is being used for cancer or some other neurodegenerative disease or MS that might actually help us in ALS. And by using the genetic types of ALS, we might be able to find those. The second thing is developing a better model. One problem we have in ALS, as I mentioned, is that we really don't know the enemy very well. We do know what we see in patients, though. And so one of the other things we're trying to do here is model what we see in patients much better in a way that is more relevant than what exists already. And so we've come up with a few ways of doing that, using stem cells as one of them. And I think by doing that, what we can essentially do is prevent what we see in patients from occurring. So there are my two kind of goals. One, find these pathways that we can stop, and two, develop a better model that we can use to screen for drugs as well. So if we can make ALS a chronic disease, or we can make it something like cancer where, yeah, we might not have a cure for it, but we can treat it, or we can extend the life expectancy within the next 5 to 10 years, that would be the immediate goal. And then the long-term goal is obviously to cure it.
It's great to see that the work that even a little donation can do when it comes to donating to Live Like Lou.
I totally agree. Here's to Dr. Donnelly and his team for doing a great job at leaving ALS better than we found it.
All right, and now we have our first round of donors for the telethon. Come on in, guys. Guys, here they can go in between. Go ahead, you can go in between us. All right, so what's your names?
Phoebe.
Greg. I'm Will.
Claire.
And what organization are you guys from?
Well, we're a part of the National Art Honor Society. We're the 4 officers, and we did henna for the holidays, and we raised $50 for Live Like Lou.
Oh, that's so cool. Who painted the henna?
Just anyone in the club could sign up and volunteer to do it, and they got volunteer hours for doing it. So.
That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for donating. You can go ahead and put your check in the box, and then you can exit through that way. Thank you guys so much. Okay, go ahead. Hi, guys.
Hello. So what are your guys' names?
I'm Catherine.
I'm Emma.
Becca.
And what all did you guys do to raise money for ALS?
Okay, so we're the book club. We had 2 raffle baskets that we sold tickets for.
Nice.
So yeah.
What was in the raffle baskets?
So we had a coffee lovers basket and a book lovers basket. In the coffee lovers basket, we had like coffee, we had chocolate pretzels, we had some mugs, we had blankets, and we had in the book lovers basket, we had books, of course. We had bookmarks, blankets, candy, stuff like that.
Sounds perfect.
Awesome. All right, if you have money, go ahead and put it in the bucket and then exit throughout that door.
Right.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much.
Can I just open it?
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't.
It's okay.
All right, we raised like $175.
Wow.
Nice.
That's awesome.
job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, guys. Come on in.
It's not. Hi.
Hi, guys. What's your names?
I'm Ron Tran.
And I'm Tim Marsh.
All right. And what organization are you guys from?
We're from student government.
Awesome. And what did you do to raise your money?
So this is actually the annual donation that we give every year. So we're giving $750 this year.
Thank you so much. Definitely on our way to leaving ALS better than we found it with that donation. Thank you guys so much. Okay, you can put your check in the box. Thank you. Very festive looking today also. Okay, hi guys. Oh, hi.
Hi. Hi. So what'd you do to raise money?
Well, I'm Mrs. Bakovic. I'm the activities director and a science teacher at the high school, and this is our annual donation from all the teachers. We have $100.
Nice. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Somebody else?
Hi guys, what are your names?
Juliet Noggle.
I'm Jeff. I'm Vince.
And what organization are you guys from today to help with the telethon?
Future Business Leaders of America.
Awesome. And what did you guys do to earn your money? It looks like you have a good total.
We did Hannah tattoos for the homecoming parade.
Oh, cool. Nice. That sounds so fun. Thank you so much. And you have $300?
Yes.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Thank you
wow.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Okay. You can go ahead and put your check in the box. Thank you guys so much. Okay. And we still have some more donors. Wow, they're really coming in during a lunch. So come on in, guys. Hi.
So what are your guys' names?
Amanda Hurwitz.
Natalie Columbus.
Nadia Islam.
And what'd you guys do to raise money?
We collected donations from the Environmental Club and raised $30.
Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything counts, right?
What are your animals for?
These are from Mr. Schubert's room, the AP Environmental Science teacher, and they're just to boost morale about the environment.
All right, well, everyone go join the Environmental Club then. All right, thank you guys so much for donating. That was really sweet. You can exit through that door. Thanks, guys. Okay. And now, after all those donations, I'm sure our total is like through the roof. So now we have our scorekeepers, Sloan and Mary, to tell us how much money they raised so far.
Hi guys, I'm Sloan.
And I'm Mary, and we raised a total so far of $1,125.
Wow, that's incredible.
Thank you so much to all of our donors who have contributed to our total so far. But remember to come to the marketing table above the commons during your lunches to help contribute because every dollar counts. Thank you so much.
Woo!
Wow.
All right, the marketing table takes things from clubs to activities to just personal donations. So definitely during your lunch period, head on up. And we'll see you in here.
So let's head over to Micah Ziff, and where the students are going to fill us in on their fundraising efforts at O'Hara.
My name's Caitlin Deet. I'm a 5th grade teacher at O'Hara, and I'm one of the telethon fundraising coordinators.
And I'm Ashley Theobald, and I'm a 4th grade teacher at O'Hara Elementary, and I'm another fundraising coordinator.
So Ashley and I have been working together for the past couple of months in organizing fundraising efforts for O'Hara Elementary. We kind of did 3 overarching fundraisers. The first one was a Chipotle night where the families of O'Hara went to Chipotle and Waterworks, and half of their bill went to the telethon fundraiser.
And then the other one was teachers donated money to be able to wear jeans every Friday, for the whole month of December. Yes.
So throughout this week, we have our students participating in Dollar Days, and what that means is they participate in a certain theme, they dress up and donate towards the cause. On Monday, we had Mismatch Monday, so the students wore different patterns and different colors that were kind of funky.
And then Tuesday, we had Team Spirit Tuesday, so they could wear their favorite sports attire.
Wednesday, we had Wacky Wednesday, so students turned up into their holiday sweaters that were a little bit goofy or any crazy kind of clothes.
And then Thursday was Tie-Dye Thursday, so they could wear their craziest colors.
And then Friday will be Fox Chapel Friday, so students will wear red, black, and white to support the school district.
My name is Christy Batis, and I am the new principal at O'Hara Elementary.
And my name is Stephen Edwards. I'm the new assistant principal here at O'Hara Elementary.
I think that the students at O'Hara have had an amazing response to the fundraising efforts. Being new to the building, it was interesting for Mr. Edwards and I to see how the students participate in these particular fundraising efforts. And what we're most impressed with is their excitement and their enthusiasm for the project. And most of our students seem to really have a thorough understanding of why they're fundraising and how important the cause is. But we've asked Mrs. Alexander, who is a former parent of students at O'Hara, to come and speak with our kids to help them understand it better.
Mrs. Alexander was able to come in and have a presentation for our students, which really explained to our students where their money was going and helped them understand ALS and the Live Like Lou Foundation. Overall, our students responded really well to the presentation, and we found it to be a great success for our school.
All right, and we're not done with donors yet because they're still coming in from the cafeteria. So the next group can come on in. Hi, guys.
Girls.
Go ahead.
So what are your guys' names?
I'm Grace Nepshield.
I'm Diana Beasley.
What all did you guys do to raise money?
Well, basically, this is more of like a personal donation from Grace, myself, and my mother.
That is really awesome.
Yep. Thank you. So here,
Go ahead and put it in the box.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. No problem. And go ahead and
You can go through that way. Wow, that's
Okay,
awesome.
thank you guys so much.
Okay, and we have a really big but really awesome group coming in right now. So come on in.
Oh, wow, there's a lot of you guys. Come on, just come in.
Go ahead. You can
We have
keep
enough
going
room.
through that
Come on
way.
in. You guys are gonna have to squish a little bit. Act like you like each other. Just come in.
Wow.
Is that everybody? Wow, that is a big group, guys.
Hi, guys. Okay, so I'm not going to ask all of your names, but what are you guys here to do? Are you going to sing us a song, or are you just here to donate?
We're here to do both, actually. We have a
Oh.
donation today. This donation comes from both our Fall Major Works concert. All of the proceeds we took and we were donating to Live Like You today. And then we also
We went caroling this
today.
morning.
Yeah.
We went around to all the rooms and just sang some Christmas carols and asked for donations. So,
Did you get a lot of donations asking?
We got a lot of donations today, yeah.
So you ready?
So we got $2,743.83.
Nice job, guys. That's incredible. Thank you guys
Choir
so
coming
much.
through. All right. So go ahead and you guys can start whatever you want. Yeah.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas.
Wow, thank you guys so much.
All right.
That was so
Wow,
beautiful.
That
and
was awesome
incredible.
and definitely getting us in the Christmas spirit. Thank you so much,
100%.
choir. And
Thank you.
good job conducting, Philip. All right. So you guys can exit through that
Put
door.
the money
Thank
in
you
the box
so
back
much.
there.
That was awesome.
Thank you guys so much for that. Bye.
Thanks, guys.
And wow, we got some more donors coming in.
Yeah.
This is incredible, guys. I really
Oh,
hope
and you
we
look
beat
very
last year's
festive
total.
too. All right, we'll wait a little bit. Okay.
Wow, that was such
All right.
a treat.
Yeah, that was a really awesome treat. Okay, hi guys, you guys can come on in next.
So hi, what are your guys' names?
My name's Sadie Lawrence. Olivia Pastella.
Nathaniel Rowe.
Justin Breen.
What all did you guys do to raise money?
We had a hot chocolate and bake sale in the morning during QRT and lunches.
Ooh, that sounds awesome. What group are you guys from?
We're the sophomore caucus.
Oh, awesome. Woo. Okay, and that sounds really yummy and a good sale. And how much did you guys raise?
$86.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for donating.
Yeah,
okay,
thank
you
you.
can go ahead and put it in
Put
the
it
box.
here. All right,
And you
go
can
ahead
exit
and
through that
out
way.
through
Thank
door.
you so much.
Thanks. That makes me want to have some hot chocolate
Yeah,
right now.
same. That sounds really good right now. All right, and this year the German Club took a shot at bringing a little slice of German culture to the telethon. Here's the Fox Chapel German Club with O Tannenbaum.
O Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter. Du grüßt dich nur zur Sommerzeit, nein auch im Winter, wenn es schneit. O Tannenbaum, wie treu sind deine Blätter. O Tannenbaum, du kannst mir sehr gefallen. Wie oft hat nicht zur Weihnachtszeit ein Baum von dir mich hoch erfreut. O Tannenbaum, du kannst mir sehr gefallen. O Tannenbaum, dein Kleid will mich was lehren. Die Hoffnung und Beständigkeit gibt Trost und Kraft zu jeder Zeit. O Tannenbaum, dein Kleid will mich was lehren.
All right, and we're on a roll with the holiday music because next up we have the Fox Chapel Jazz Band, and they're going to play us a little tune to get us in the holiday spirit.
Nice. I'm so excited to hear.
Yeah, every time that they play a holiday song, I love to have them on the show.
It's so incredible. Mr. Lesnick has done such a good job in conducting them.
Yeah, totally. So here's the jazz band. The jazz band did an awesome job playing their Christmas song, and they look so festive with their hats.
I like it.
And next, we have our scorekeepers back in, and they're here to tell us a really great new total.
Hi, Delaney. So we just hit a new total on the scoreboard with a total of $5,421. Thank you so much again to all of our contributors. Remember to check out the activities going on in the Commons. All the proceeds benefit ALS. Thank you so much.
Nice, thank you. Wow, that is incredible.
That is really,
From us done with our first hour, and we're
yeah,
already up to
seriously,
that.
we're 40 minutes in, and the
Wow.
total already went up so much. All right, so since this is the 27th telethon, since this is our 27th year doing the telethon, we figured that now would be a good time to reflect back on how our community has been helping amazing causes for almost 3 decades.
Wow. And you know, it's really cool to see.
Let's go! Big time! Merry Christmas!
Riding a one-horse open sleigh.
3, 2, 1, go! Ah!
Named John Ellis. Come on. You could have a computer, or you could go to Hawaii, and you're going to take the computer?
Uh-huh.
Hey you! You say you don't believe in Santa. Guess what? I do.
I have a big update. We have reached a huge number. We are up to $38,000, which is amazing.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining.
Hi. Oh, want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays?
Merry Christmas. We have a tree up.
All on your knees.
Putting up the Christmas tree with friends who come around. It's so much fun when Christmas comes to town.
Great. Okay, well, it looks like we have the jug here. This is what we would now call the jug.
Keeping their sheep on a cold winter's night that was so deep.
I'm wishing on a star and trying to believe that even though it's far, you'll find me Christmas Eve.
Goodbye. As long as you love me so. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
$2,657.51.
Longer really at $40,000. We are at $65,000.
So I'm taking.
All right, and now we have even more donors coming in. I heard there's a lot out there, so
Oh,
let's
wow.
get started.
Come on
Hi,
over,
guys. You can
guys.
come on over. We already have some returning faces. All right. Hi, guys. What's your names?
I'm Jacob Gruden.
I'm Sadie Lawrence.
I'm Sire Legata.
All right, and what group are you guys from?
The Rita sale.
Oh, awesome. That sounds really awesome. How much money did you guys raise?
$486.
No surprise there, because who doesn't love Rita's, right?
Very
And
true.
especially now it's closed, so you have to
Sad.
buy it at school. So thank you so much. That is a really huge donation. So thank you. You guys can put it in the
Put your
box.
Stuff in the box.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Hi.
Oh, even more donors. Hi. So what are your guys' names?
I'm Jordan.
Seth.
Margaret.
What'd you guys do to raise money?
We had a puppy chow sale for the junior class caucus.
And what group are you guys from? Junior class? Oh, awesome. And how much did you raise?
We raised $70.
Perfect. Thank you guys so much for
Nice, thank
donating.
you.
You guys can
Go ahead
put
and
that in the box.
And go ahead and exit out that way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Oh, even more.
All right.
Come on up.
Hi. Hi, guys. What are your names?
Alexa.
Brianna.
And what group are you guys coming in from?
We're from marketing.
Oh, cool. And what did you do to raise your money?
We had a cookiegram sale.
Oh, that's so cute.
Nice.
I know you guys in marketing have been working really hard. So how much did you guys raise from that?
We raised $63, and the cookies were donated by Monica at Everyday Gourmet Cafe.
Oh, that
Nice,
sounds really
thank
yummy.
you.
Thank you guys so much. You can
Yeah,
go ahead and
put
put
it
your
in the box.
donation in the box. Thank you to the marketing class so
Thank
much
you
for
guys so much.
holding all these activities.
Yeah. So speaking of long-standing traditions in the telethon, our next segment should be familiar if you've been following us all throughout the years.
Yeah, that's right. Senor Gonzalez and his Spanish class are continuing their yearly tradition of spicing up the telethon with a Spanish Christmas carol.
This is a Spanish Ladina song called Ocho Candelicas, which is 8 candles, and it's a Hanukkah song. Okay, well, hop back in now.
Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, 8 candelas para mí. Oh. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Muchas fiestas por hacer, con alegría sin placer. Muchas fiestas por hacer, con alegría sin placer. Oh. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí. Los pastelitos por comer, con almendricas y la miel. Los pastelitos por comer, con almendricas y la miel. Oh. Una candelica, 2 candelicas, 3 candelicas, 4 candelicas, 5 candelicas, 6 candelicas, 7 candelicas, 8 candelas para mí.
The best time of the year is definitely hearing all the Christmas carols. I've been singing them since basically Halloween, and my favorite is definitely the 12 Days of Christmas.
I don't think I can pick a favorite. There's a lot out there.
Yeah, that's true. The best is singing them all winter long, and you hear them. We can hear them through the cafeteria right now,
yeah.
so they're definitely a popular favorite.
There's definitely people down in the comments singing them.
Yeah.
So if you love going to Fairview Modern, or if you want to hear Fairview's modern version, check out the songs and what they did this year to fundraise. So now it looks like we have even more donors. Come on over, guys.
Hi, guys. You can step in between us. All right, and what are your names?
Paige Wilson.
Kayla Peterly. Julia Cust.
And what group are you guys from today?
We sold flower grams.
Oh, that was so cute. I got one from you. And how much did you guys raise?
We raised $207.
Wow, that's awesome. I bet a lot of people were really surprised and happy then by that. So thank you guys so much. And are you from the marketing class?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Did you have fun this year raising money for the telethon? Okay, awesome.
Thank
All
you
right, you can
guys
put your
so
money in the
much.
box. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
And go ahead and exit out that way.
Good luck with the rest of your telethon stuff.
Yeah, thank you guys. So let's go to Micah Ziff at O'Hara Elementary and see how much they've been contributed. How much they've contributed to Live Like Lou.
Yeah, it's awesome to see the little kids even making a contribution when they're so young.
Yeah.
I know that when I go to Kerr Elementary sometimes for the Big Brother Big Sister program, and I always see some of their telethon stuff going on. It's really sweet.
Yeah, it's really important to tell the little kids and show them how much it means to contribute to people.
Yep, and definitely for an amazing cause.
Uh-huh. So let's go to Mike Kasif at O'Hara Elementary School to see how much they've contributed to Live Like Lou.
Hello, my name is Micah Ziff, reporting from just down the street at O'Hara Elementary School. I'm with a few 4th and 5th grade students who are eager to tell me about what they've done for the Live Like Lou Foundation and the Telethon.
Hi, we are some of the 4th and 5th grade students from O'Hara Elementary School, and my name is Kate Leland.
I am Rowan Gladwin.
Riley Little.
Ike Moser.
Jack O'Brien.
Pablo Swine.
Molly Delaney. And Megan Mulhern. And we would like to share with you what we did to raise funds for this year's telethon recipient Live Like Lou. The first fundraiser we did was a Chipotle fundraiser. Man, did those burritos taste bueno. And 50% of the bill went to the telethon.
The second fundraiser O'Hara participated in was for the teachers. The teachers donated $20 to dress down the whole month of December. The third fundraiser O'Hara participated in were Dollar Days. Man, was it fun to see students and teachers participate. On Monday, the theme was Miss Mess Monday. The students wore crazy outfits and supported Live Like Lou. On Tuesday, it was Team Spirit Tuesday. A lot of different people represented their favorite teams, all for Live Like Lou.
Wacky was they really got O'Hara in the holiday spirit. Students wore ugly, extremely ugly sweaters to support the cause.
And on Wednesday, Mrs. Alexander got to visit us and tell us more about the Live Like Lou Fund. On Thursday, the hallways were filled with color when O'Hara students participated in Tie-Dye Thursday.
And on Friday, the Fox Chapel Spirit was present when students wore their red, white, and black and donated $1 to the Live Like Lou Fund.
My name is Mrs. Christy Batis, and I'm the principal at O'Hara.
And I'm Mr. Stephen Edwards, the assistant principal at O'Hara.
We just wanted to take this opportunity to thank our amazing students and staff, teachers, and families for all of their efforts that they have done over the course of the month in support of such a wonderful, worthy cause. We couldn't be more proud of the work that they've done.
And this year, O'Hara Elementary earned a total of $2,421.42.
That's all the time we have from here at O'Hara. Now back to the Telethon headquarters at the high school.
All right, it's so cute to see all those little kids in Fairview. So next in the lineup, we have an interview with the head coach of the Pirates, Clint Hurdle. And I know a couple of freshmen that got to sit down with him in his home and ask him a few questions.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. Let's check out.
Hello, Fox Chapel. Today we're reporting from Clint Hurdle's house. Mr. Hurdle has been the manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates for 6 years. He also managed the Colorado Rockies and led them through 8 seasons.
Today we are interviewing Mr. Hurdle to see how he and the Pirates work with Live Like Lou and discover some insider information about the Pirates' upcoming season.
So, Mr. Hurdle, how are you doing today?
I'm good, ladies. How are you both?
I'm good.
I'm doing well too.
Good.
So what led you to the organization Live Like Lou?
Wow, my initial contact with Suzanne and Neil Alexander was through Neil Huntington. Neil Huntington, I think, made initial contact for our organization. Once he heard of the challenges that had fallen upon Neil and his family. He came to me, shared the story, the experience, strength, and hope, the family challenge, the personal challenge. And then when I started digging, I'd heard of ALS from a little kid with Lou Gehrig tied into it. And then on the periphery, I've come in contact with some men and women that have been challenged with it, and the family challenges that come with that. But on the periphery, this was probably the most intimate, up-close relationship I've developed with you, your brother, your mom, and man, once you read the story, once you see the challenges, once you see where this stands in development and cure, patient treatment, trying to add some quality of life as you go through it. There's nothing, you can't get involved, you can't get tied in, and you can't look to serve or to help in some shape, fashion, or form. There's days I'm sure it's overwhelming. I'm sure it's overwhelming for the kids. The hope is to lighten somebody else's load moving forward. The hope is also to hold on to all the good that Neil was able to accomplish. My goodness. Strength, perseverance. There's a quote that calmness and confidence commands a room. Neil had it when I saw the video clips of a healthy, vibrant young man. When I met him, he was starting his tour in the wheelchair. He still commanded the room. The calmness to his voice, the confidence in his voice. And throughout my time with him, a couple fundraisers, we spent time together to hear him share, to hear Suzanne share, and the work that's been done, the money that has been raised. It's incredible, and we just need to keep pushing it forward. And I know that it didn't take Neil bending too many ears, Huntington, to reach out and say, hey, how about Live Like Lou? How about that foundation? Within a matter of minutes, we were all on board and pumped up and ready to go. And we had a big night that night. We were able to raise a lot of funds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's always a good event. So why do you feel personally that Live Like Lou is a productive organization to donate to in the many organizations of ALS?
Yep. The personal relationship. I mean, at the end of the day, I work in an industry where more often than not, I am judged by a win or a loss. In the time that I was able to meet Neil and meet Suzanne and bump into the kids on occasion, when you put the personal time together, find out who foundationally is backing them as well. When you see the strength in the numbers and the volume of the people, the quality of people that are working hand in hand, locking arms, moving this forward, you can't do them all. We'd all love to do them all. You can't do them all. You have to prioritize. This one took a big chunk of my heart, and it's got a big chunk of my heart. You know, find a way. Reach down, give, share. We all are blessed in so many different ways, and a financial blessing is one of the ways we can ask. If it's not through a financial blessing, it's reaching out to the organization. They've got a website number, whether it's service, whether it's some other fundraiser you can help. There just won't ever be enough money to raise, so let's go ahead and continue to do what we can do.
Thank you so much for those answers. Now on to some fun questions. What is your favorite place to eat at PNC Park?
My favorite place right now is in the clubhouse, because when I get thrown out of the games, I still can't go up on the concourse and dine. I've heard a lot of good rumors. They've made some adjustments over the year with a lot of the new food places. Maddie, I think the Dipping Dots thing, or the make your own yogurt. I mean, there's yogurt, there's frozen yogurt to go to your own place. The Lexus Club we do frequent, my family will frequent, but as far as the individual sites, I think there's a new burger joint in there that's caught on really fast.
Sounds good. I like crab fries the best, personally. I think those are really good. But also, we have to know, what is your favorite pierogi?
My favorite pierogi? Hannah.
Really?
The way she uses that purse as a weapon, as a deterrent, as an advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got skills.
You gotta play to your advantage.
You gotta play to your advantage. She's got the purse. Why not use it?
That's true. I love Oliver Onion personally. I think I appreciate his intelligence.
My kids are torn. You know, that's one of Maddie's biggest things every night. Sometimes before I get home, if I happen to go to bed and fluff her, we call it fluffing when I tuck her in or give her a kiss on the cheek. Those eyes will bob open. I'm thinking she wants to know whether we won or lost. So she goes, Daddy, who won the pierogi race?
That's so sweet.
It is.
Do you prefer to manage a baseball team or play in a baseball team?
Can't play anymore, so the managing's the only option, or coaching. I have actually I've probably found more satisfaction in helping others than I did in self-attaining goals. They were good. Playing in a World Series as a player was really cool. Getting to the big leagues with the help of many others, coaches, my mom and dad. But through my travels, playing the game was exciting. It was fun. However, from this angle, from coaching, which I've done, to managing, there's an opportunity to help players. More so for me, it's helping boys grow into men, into being men, in the community and at the ballpark. And the impact they can have can be everlasting, not just while they're a player, an active player. Because I do share with them, they're probably going to be an ex-player much longer than they're going to be a player. And the role they can play in the community based on that opportunity, that soapbox that they had, or that position that they had as an active player, because so many people do look towards them or look up to them, that they can use that venue as good, for good. Whether it be fundraising, whether it be within the community, whether it be running for office, whether it's going back to school, being a doctor, lawyer, whatever, to help in the long run. Most importantly, being a leader in their own home first and foremost, to make sure that they're meeting the needs of their wife and of their kids, and know that that has significant meaning for everybody that their family touches.
Yeah, that's true. So one last question, what is the team looking forward to for next season?
We had a hard season last year. So when you go to the playoffs 3 years in a row, you get knocked out like we did. We're looking to get back on the playing field, fight and find our way back to the playoffs. We're still looking for that 6th World Championship here in Pittsburgh. The Penguins got to celebrate another one. The Steelers are looking to fight to get in there. It's the City of Champions. We are looking forward to adding to that. It's been so great watching the fan base reignite at PNC Park, for the fan base to have fun at the ballpark again, and that name on the front, Pirates, means something. So that's what we're looking forward to, getting back, working hard, giving our hometown city a team they can be proud of, and playing in the playoffs and getting to that World Series. Because when you see that last team jumping around like we saw the Cubs this year, that's really cool. And that's what we're looking forward to.
Yeah, we'll be there rooting for you.
Yay!
Thank you so much for being with us today.
Girls, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.
We really enjoyed this interview.
Yeah.
Good.
Now, live from Clint Hurdle's house, I'm Emma.
And I'm Abby, so now we go back to Fox Chapel where the telethon festivities continue.
It has been such a pleasure to be able to host the first hour together with Delaney.
Aw, thanks, Katie. This is my second year getting to host the telethon, and it's been such an honor to be able to work with such an amazing team and being able to raise money for such a great cause 2 years in a row.
With that, it's time to switch off to our next dynamic duo of hosts, Micah Ziff and Megan Bodas.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Katie. Thanks, Delaney. Hi, I'm Micah Ziff.
And I'm Megan Bodas.
We're really excited for the second half to start, and today has been a huge, busy day filled with activities in the Commons and throughout the school, all to raise money for Live Like Lou and ALS. It's great to be able to host the second hour alongside Megan Bodas.
I'm glad to be on as well. So settle in, we have a great second half in store for you.
Let's talk to the middle schooler correspondent, Melina, and her friends to see what's been going on at the middle school and what they've been doing for the Live Like Lou Foundation. So why don't you guys come on in?
Come on in, guys.
Thanks so much for coming. So what have you guys been doing?
Season's great Fox Chapel. Dorseyville Middle School is beyond excited to be live this year with the high school telethon team.
Each grade level at DMS took a different route to help fundraise for the cause, working diligently to come up with and advertise for their activity that raised money for Live Like Lou. Home bases chose a unique activity involving tickets that the students purchased earlier in the week. Different activities required a certain number of tickets to participate in the fun.
On Monday, December 19th and Wednesday, December 21st, the students at Dorseyville Middle School participated in their fundraiser. The students read an afternoon activity schedule to allow time for participation.
Each grade had 35 minutes a day for 2 days to visit the activities that they created. Students enjoyed time roaming the halls with their friends to check out all the unique games, booths, and food choices, knowing that they were changing lives with their generous donations and participation.
Various enjoyable foods were available during the 2 days of fundraising. Some of the snacks and beverages available included hot chocolate, brownies, freeze pops, nachos, walking tacos, cookies, popcorn, Gatorade, and much more. There was definitely not a shortage on sugary treats.
Some home bases chose to offer carnival game activities. A few of the most popular activities were doggy photos, a tie shop, yard sales, pieing your classmates in the face, water bottle flipping, and even a haunted house. Students created ideas, purchased necessary materials, and operated the games with the assistance of their home-based teachers and PTO volunteers. There were even home bases that chose to raffle off various gift cards for places such as iTunes, Target, Amazon, and restaurants around the area. This is an amazing event for the students, staff, and the entire Fox Chapel area community. We look forward to it every year and are proud of the generosity of everyone involved.
DMS raised $5,372.60 in only 70 minutes of hosting its carnival. We couldn't be more excited to offer this amount to Live Like Lou in their efforts to move onward with research and financial support. Thanks again to all students and staff at DMS for helping out. We really appreciate it, and we know that Live Like Lou will do amazing things with the donation.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, guys. That's great. If you want to put your card in the box.
Thank you so much. It looks like you
Thank
guys
you.
were up to a lot of things down there. Thanks again for coming. Looks like we have some more donations. You guys can, yeah.
If you guys want to step
Come
on
on
in.
So we're here with.
I'm Jeff Savin.
And
I'm Joseph Powell.
And what have you guys raised?
We have $300 from RPC Video, a very generous donation.
What is RPC Video? What is the?
They help us with the photography and everything around this time of year for the school. So.
Awesome. What a nice donation. Thank you
Yeah,
so
that's
much.
great.
You can put
Thanks,
that in the
guys.
box.
Thank you.
Thanks again. We have another donation. Why don't you guys come on in?
What are your names?
Nick McGrandle.
And Cooper Collins.
And how did you guys raise money?
We did a 3-point contest to raise money for the telethon this year.
That's great. And
who-
how much did you raise?
$44.
Nice.
Who won that contest?
One Joe Kobe DeSabi. Shout out Joe DeSabi.
Shout out Joe DeSabi. Thank you guys so
Thanks
much.
so much
You guys
for
can
your
put it in
hard
the
work.
bin.
Another donation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We also did a fundraiser for the teachers this year. We had all the teachers. We had Jeans Day. We also raised $652.
Wow, that's awesome.
$652. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You can put that right in the box.
Put that in the box.
And it looks like we still have more donors. Come on in, guys.
Oh, nice. We're here with Senior Lee Beasley and Connor Mango. Looks like they have a pretty generous check to present. What is this from, guys?
Well, we organized a dodgeball tournament from students of all ages and grades, and we raised $163, and the sophomore group won, Jacob Gruden's team.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It looks like there's nothing short of all the fundraising efforts we've done here at the high school. They just keep on flowing in.
Yes, they do.
Joining us is the Fox Chapel Choir to sing Carol of the Bells. Let's check it out.
One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how praise the sound of dear tidings. Gaily they ring while people sing song of good cheer. Christmas is here. Ding dong, ding dong, that is song. Ding dong, ding dong, everything. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. Christmas is here.
some of the people that you know today in your own home that you talk about, politicians or movie stars. That's how famous Lou Gehrig was. And then when he got this disease, he became timeless. And we all remember him. And the reason he's so special to us is because even though he had so much to lose, he felt lucky anyway. And that inspired us. It inspires people today who live with this disease. And it inspired Live Like Lou.
Very nice. What should donors understand before donating to your charity?
Well, what I want people for this telethon to understand is every single penny we raise has been raised in Western Pennsylvania. And every single penny we spend will be spent in Western Pennsylvania. We don't have a staff. We don't have office space. We don't have paid employees who do what we do. It's efforts like this, it's efforts like throughout our community where people have volunteered their time and given their money because they want to leave this terrible disease better than they found it. So I want people to know also that the money that they're raising is making concrete changes in people's lives. We're actually helping men and women who suffer from this disease, we're helping their children, and we're also giving them hope. Hope for a therapy and hope for a cure. And I hope that people know that.
If Lou Gehrig was still living today, how do you think he would react to this foundation?
That's a great question. I love that question. Lou Gehrig didn't have any children. He didn't have any brothers or sisters. He didn't have any family, and he was an only child, like I said. But Lou Gehrig was famous when he was a Yankee for greeting kids. He would go on tour with Babe Ruth, and they would go on a train across the country, and they would play, they called it barnstorming. They would play games across the country just to demo baseball and take baseball into cities where it didn't exist. And kids always showed up. You could always find Babe Ruth in the parties and in the bars. You could always find Lou Gehrig with the kids. He always looked for opportunities to reach out to children and show them the beauty of baseball and let them meet a hero. He was so what would he say about this day? Well, what he'd say about this day is he'd be right in here with us. He'd be so proud. He'd be so proud that the kids in our community are doing what they're doing for this disease and that you're doing it for other causes that come your way too. He'd be honored to know you.
Well, thank you so much for interviewing with us today.
It's my pleasure.
Lou Gehrig was such an inspirational person. Let's learn a little bit about him.
Thank you.
Wow, that's really great, and that was a really inspirational story. It's really great that we get to talk to her about all this.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Alexander. It's awesome hearing how honest and truthful the society or foundation is and how it's non-profit. It's really going towards a good cause and very local cause.
Yeah,
It's
those
really
are some
nice to
great
see.
questions, too. It was really interesting to hear what she had to
Yeah.
say. For a little break in the action, let's go down to the marketing team getting competitive with a game of Minute to Win It.
Check it out. All right. Actually, we are cutting to the Lou Gehrig documentary. Lou Gehrig was a great guy, so let's check out what he's done and the impact he's made.
First baseman Lou Gehrig hung up an amazing mark by playing in 2,130 consecutive games.
Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, or the heroic face of the terrible disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, is a man to remember for not only his talent in baseball, but his ability to come to terms with the disease that struck his life. Lou Gehrig was alive from June 19, 1903 to June 2, 1941, when he passed away from the fatal disease. He was rightly nicknamed the Iron Horse for his durability as he played his entire 17-year baseball career at first base for the New York Yankees from 1923 to 1939, as well as his achievements as hitter, where his consecutive game play record went unbroken until 1995. He was also the first player on the New York Yankees to have his number retired as he entered the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1969. Over a 15-season span from 1925 through 1939, he played in 2,130 consecutive games. He was voted the greatest first baseman of all time by the Baseball Writers Association and became the leading vote receiver on the Major League Baseball All-Centuries team chosen by his fans in 1999. Gehrig accumulated 1,990 runs batted in 17 seasons, with a career batting average of .340, on-base percentage of .447, slugging percentage of .632, and the current major league record for the most career Grand Slams, 23. 3 of the top 6 RBI seasons in baseball history belong to Gehrig. He was selected to each of the 7 All-Star games, and he won the American League's Most Valuable Player Award in 1927 and 1936. He was also a Triple Crown winner in 1934, leading the American League in batting average, home runs, and RBIs. But Gehrig's dignity, courage, perseverance, and gratitude during times of fame and times of personal tragedy are what set him apart as an American hero, not just by the numbers in baseball. Today, Gehrig is best remembered for his emotional farewell from baseball at the age of 36, when he was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS, what is now referred to as Lou Gehrig's disease. He gave a speech to a packed Yankee Stadium on July 4, 1939, which famously included these words.
I've been given a bad break, but I've got an awful lot to live for. Thank you.
Unfortunately, ALS claimed his life just 2 years later. He has become the beacon of hope.
Update us on the total.
Hi, thank you. We have a big total with a new total of $25,444. This is a huge deal because we've gotten over the $25,000 milestone. Thank you to DMS, O'Hara, and Fairview for their contributions to ALS. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Sloan. What a jump.
And it looks like
$25,000. Looks like we have some more donations coming in.
What's your name?
Billy Myers.
And how did you raise money for ALS?
Well, we had a football throwing contest, and there was a unanimous donor. So they gave us Pirates tickets, and the winner of the football throwing contest got the tickets.
Awesome.
Then
Wow, that's cool.
we have this.
Oh, you have more.
Oh yeah, we got this one. Was donated by ADOCAP, and it was Randy Svensson specifically, and he gave us over $1,000, which he didn't even have to do that, and we told him to just donate $400, but then he went above and beyond. And
that's awesome.
That's really great. That's a huge contribution. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
You can put that in the box. Thank you.
And it looks like we have another donor. Come on in.
Come on.
What's your name?
Samantha Noel.
Alex Barsick.
And how did you guys raise money for ALS?
So we are members of the Fox Chapel Busking Club here at the high school. We are a music club, so anybody that plays an instrument can come and join our club and play music, and it's a lot of fun. And our main thing we do is put on a show called Fox Fest, which occurs every year here during the telethon during fourth period or 1 o'clock. And this year for Live Like Lou, we raised $1,392.50.
Wow.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see you guys in Fox Fest later. It's going to be great.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. You can put that in the box.
You guys can come on in. Some more donations. We're here with
Macy.
And Friday.
And what did you guys do to raise your money?
We showed Home Alone during QRT in first period.
Yeah, I actually walked by the library and saw how many kids were in there. It was really great to see. And they have $394.
Wow.
Thank you so much. You can put that in the box.
Thank you.
Now the news of Hartwood's total has finally arrived. Let's see how much they raised for this year.
Live at Hartwood Elementary School. I'm so excited to be here today. Throughout the month of December, the kids have had themed dress-up days, and today we're going to see what the Hartwood has been up to. Go ahead.
I'm representing Superhero Day.
I'm representing Superhero Day as well.
I'm representing Twin Day.
I'm her twin, and I'm representing Twin Day too.
I'm representing Pajama Pant Day.
I'm representing Pajama Pant Day as well.
I'm representing Funky Hair Day.
I'm representing Funky Hair Day also.
I'm representing Black and Gold Day.
I also am representing Black and Gold Day.
Awesome. Now we are going to present the check. Wow, it has looked like Hartwood has raised $4,000 to benefit Live Like Lou. Nice job, guys. Now the Hartwood 5th graders have they're going to do 2 holiday songs for us. All right, thank you so much, guys, for singing. That was so sweet. All right, now we're going back to the high school.
Thanks so much to the Kerr kids. It's nice to see the young kids getting involved too.
Really awesome.
We have some more donors with us. Come on in.
You guys
Come
can
over here.
stand in the front and center. So what did you guys do to raise your amount?
We had a donut sale, and thanks to Donut Connection, we received $156.81.
I do have to say I had a donut.
As did
and
I.
They were really tasty. So
were
thank you
very
so
good.
much for the $156.81 from the donut sale. You can put that in the box. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys.
We have
Some more
another donor.
donors.
Very, very festive socks.
Thank you.
Wow, love it.
What are your names?
Molly and Juliana.
And what did you guys do to raise money?
We did a lip sync battle in the commons, so like all the kids like sang their songs and everyone watched, and you had to pay $1 to come watch, and we raised $123.
Wow, that's great. Well, I did watch the lip sync battle, and that was really great. It was really funny.
Sad I missed it. You guys can put that check in the box. Thank you so much.
And then you can exit right through there.
Oh, Fumble. Thank you, Molly.
Thanks, guys.
All right, looks like our money girls are ready to raise that amount. Let's see what they have.
All right, so we reached a new total of $30,081. So we want to thank everyone who's donated so far. We reached, obviously, 30,000 is another milestone, and we couldn't be more happy. But keep the donations coming because we've got a long way to go to beat last year's record. So thanks again.
Marion Sloan, couldn't do without you. Could not do without you. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the game is beginning to end. We are now in the 7th inning stretch. Let's head over to Kerr Elementary for a classic. Take me out to the ball game.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root or live like blue. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back. Let me root or live like blue. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
You guys good? Okay. Hi, I'm Katie Palumbo at Kerr Elementary, and these are the student council kids that are going to tell us what all they did for fundraising.
Well, so this week last week we were selling stuff down for like school supplies, erasers, pens, and all the money donated we were donating it to the Live Like Lou Foundation. And we were also selling at lunchtime. Kids could go down and they could buy baseballs, and you'd put them on the bulletin board, and whichever costume had the most baseballs, that was the costume Dr. Nora had to dress up as for a whole day. And all the money that we raised, it was all donated to the Live Like Lou Foundation.
We also did movie night at Kerr and also McTeacher night.
We also had pennies for Live Like Lou, where you donate money, such as like pennies, nickels, or dollars, for Live Like Lou, and whichever class had the most money in their box gets a pizza party.
Awesome. Nice job, guys. And how much did you guys raise?
$2,700.
Wow. Nice job, guys.
$7,200.
Dr. Nora gets to dress up as Peppa Pig very shortly.
All right.
All
right, and taking it back to the high school.
Thanks a lot to the kids at Kerr Elementary for all of their hard work raising money. It's good to see kids making a difference at such a young age. And we have some more donors with us. Come on in.
So what are your guys' names?
Mark Hagan.
Sam Lusk.
Reed Bursick.
All right, and what did you guys do to raise your $74?
We did a 3-on-3 basketball tournament for our beforehand telethon fundraiser.
How'd that go?
Pretty well, actually. Yeah, we got a big turnout and a bunch of people came in and watched. So.
Awesome. I was a part of that. I was the official voice of the game, so I can attest to the extreme competition. So you guys can put that check in the box. Thank you guys so much for donating.
Thank you, guys.
And it looks like we have some special guests coming into the studio. Santa Claus himself with Mrs. Claus. Pardon me.
And her elves.
And looks like you guys have a check for us. What did you guys do?
We had an upper crust sponsored pizza sale. We sold pizza during all lunches, and we made $677.50.
That's a great donation. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much. You guys can put that in the box. Have a Merry Christmas, Mary Claus, Mrs. Claus.
Same to you, sir.
Merry
Thank you,
Christmas,
guys. Let's take a look at Hartwood to see all the hard work the students and staff did to bring together such an impressive sum of money. Our elementary schools have been fundraising for the telethon. At Hartwood, students participated in theme days benefiting the Live Like Lou Foundation. We talked to some staff and students and asked for them to weigh in on the telethon and favorite holiday traditions.
So my name is Linda Pellegrini, and I am the activities coordinator for Hartwood Elementary School. So I'm in charge basically of fundraising, and this is my favorite time of the year because we fundraise for always a good cause. And this year it happens to be Live Like Lou, which is kind of a personal and close to my heart. I know some people who have been touched by this illness, and so we're so happy to be able to raise money and funds. Mrs. Alexander was able to come into school and share with the kids some information that really got us excited about how to raise money, and all of our kids wanted to donate and what could we do. So the crazy days of December have been fantastic because everyone's participating, we're bringing in money, we're doing the bucket brigade. So it's been really great. I've been so pleased with the generosity of the kids, of the staff, the interest in the district.
I just hope everybody will raise money for the school so we can find a cure for ALS so we can save lives.
So what's your favorite holiday food, Jordan?
I would say like an omelet. Basically, for Live Like Glue at some schools, we do the crazy days of December, like maybe backwards day, which wearing goggles backwards, which makes sense for backwards day. And for every day that you participate in for the crazy days of December, you need to put in $1.
During this time of the year when we're thinking about presents for ourselves, it's nice to think about others and be giving instead of just receiving. So that's what I do, and it's kind of fun.
So what is your favorite holiday food?
Calamari.
Interesting. What kind of presents do you want for the holidays?
Lots of things.
Like?
Princess toys.
What is your favorite activity to do in the snow?
Make snow angels and ice skate.
What is your favorite holiday movie?
The Christmas movie.
As you can see, both students and teachers alike are excited and eager to do everything they can to raise money for Live Like Lou. The elementary schools and middle school play an intricate role on the fundraising front of the telethon. While Hartwood seems to have everything under control, let's toss it back to the telethon headquarters and see what's going on at the high school.
Well, I went to Hartwood Elementary when I was little, and let me tell you, it was always so much fun raising money for the telethon. It really is a great school.
Yeah, it looks like they are up to some great things. Looks like we have some more donators coming in. Should you guys come on up?
What are your names?
I'm Jeff Savin.
I'm Brianna Smith.
And what did you guys do to raise money?
We hosted we held the student-teacher basketball game this year. Teachers were students. It's always a good time, so it gets competitive.
It's a close game, and $981. You really can't beat that. Thank you guys so
really
much for
great.
the big donation.
It's a bummer the students lost.
You guys can put it in the box.
And we also have a $25 donation from the Flowers family.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so
Thank you to the
much.
Flowers family if you're watching.
And now let's see who's next. We have Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. So what did you guys do to raise your $870 check?
We hosted the dating auction.
How'd that go?
Really well, I think.
Yeah. Did you find yourself a date?
I did not.
What a shame. What a shame. So Santa, how's the holiday season going, bud?
It's very busy, but I'm keeping it going, so it's a good time.
You keep an eye on him?
He's putting me to work.
Yeah, that's what I think. All right, well, why don't you put that big, generous check into our Live Like Lou donation box.
Thanks, guys.
Ho, 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 Santa. Thanks for coming.
Christmas. You can go that
Thank
way.
you. Thank you. Keep off them cookies. All right.
And we have another donor with us. Come on in. Hey. How are you?
I'm Maddie Lucy.
And how did you raise money for ALS?
We had a pajama day at our school, which everyone could wear pajamas if they paid $1.
Did you wear your pajamas?
Yes, I did.
So did I. It was a great day.
Yeah, it was so comfortable.
Well, how much did you raise?
We raised $151.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You can put it in the
Put
box.
that in the box.
Thanks. Oh, we got some more donors.
They just keep
Let's bring them in.
coming.
They're just flowing in. Front and center. Wow. All right. So what's your name?
Megan.
Gabby.
And what did you guys do to raise that total?
We sold the old cafeteria cookies, the ones that
Oh.
they used to have. We sold them for one day in all lunches.
It makes my heart flutter. Every time I hear somebody talk about the old cookies, dang, I miss those things so much.
They
All
are
right.
the best cookies.
And obviously, very successful sale with $576.15. Why don't we put that check in the box? Thank you guys so much.
Thanks, guys.
What an awesome sale.
You guys can go that way.
And you guys can exit. Thank you. The holidays are always a super busy time for everybody involved in the music department. From the musical to Festival of the Strings, there is never a dull moment over there.
You're right, Micah. And the music they produce is amazing. It looks like 2015 Pennsylvania Teacher of the Year, Miss Cooper, has some holiday music in store for us. Let's head over to her and the orchestra right now.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eye should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came. And he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet and Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight with his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose, and gave a nod of the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out the night, Merry Christmas to all, and all a good night. Merry Christmas.
Thank you so much to Mr. Hauer and Miss Cooper for that lovely performance.
We have a couple last donors with us.
Mr. Backwards Hat Guy coming in. All right. What's your name?
My name is Lee Beasley.
Connor Romanga. Gary Davis.
And just at lunch today, we just finished our miniature basketball shootout for prizes. It was $1 for 3 shots and a shot at some portable iPhone chargers, and we raised $80.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
Looks like, thanks, guys. Thanks so much for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And it really speaks volumes of how much the community and the school itself is involved with the telethon, with basketball shots and student basketball games and pie in the face, car smash. It never ceases to amaze me.
No, it doesn't. And it looks like we have a new total.
Hey guys, we have a new total now of $38,016. So thanks for all the donations.
We just want to thank everyone who's contributed today, although we only have 15 minutes left in the telethon, so if you have any last donations, make sure you get them to the marketing table above the comments as soon as possible. Thank you so much again for all your donations, and hopefully we can get a few more dollars in before the end.
Thank you so much, Sloan. As you can see, $38,000.16.
We really are raising a lot of money.
Yeah. It's hot in here, but the donations keep heating it up more with this awesome grand total.
Yeah.
Next up, I think we have a cooking portion in store for us. So let's see what they got going down in the fax room.
Hello, telethon viewers. Today we're gonna be baking some peanut butter cookies.
So first, we're gonna add here 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And then we're going to move on to 3 tablespoons of milk.
A half cup of Crisco. Okay, and then we're going to do 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. Here we go. Get all that in there. Then we're going to do a 1/4 cup of firmly packed brown sugar.
All right, next we're going to add in 1 egg. And then we're going to stir up.
We're using 1/3 4th cup flour, and then we're gonna do 3/4 teaspoon baking soda, And then we're going to do 3/4 tablespoon of salt.
So now that you've got all the batter scooped onto the cookie sheet, you're going to want to score it with a fork to make sure the heat is evenly spread throughout the cookie. Now you do this by basically just sticking your fork in some sugar so it doesn't stick, and just gently pressing it into the batter and crisscrossing it. So now we're ready to put the cookies in the oven.
Tanner, you know what could go better with these cookies?
Some hot chocolate.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers. Let's chow down. Oh, those are good. Back to you, Telethon viewers.
All right, thank you so much for that Swift Fox Media baking special. That hot cocoa looked delectable.
Yes, it did. And now we're going to have Suzanne Alexander come on once again.
So, Miss Alexander, I've noticed around the school a lot of kids are wearing these Onward Live Like Lou shirts, and I think you have a explanation of what Onward means.
I do. I'm really glad you asked the question about Onward, and I brought the sticker too because you might see this sticker, you might see the t-shirts, you might even see my license plate on my car that I drive around the Fox Chapel area all the time. The word Onward wasn't supposed to be a slogan, but it was a word that Mr. Alexander used whenever he got on social media, when he got on Facebook or Twitter, whenever he was writing emails, because he couldn't use his hands anymore. And because he couldn't speak very loud, he used his written word quite a bit. And he always signed his name, Onward Neil. And I think the idea was he wanted to convey to all of us that if he could move onward through his disease, if he could have a spirit of moving forward no matter what, no matter how hard it got, we can move onward too. And that really touched us. When he died 22 months ago now, almost to the day, 22 months ago tomorrow, someone put it on a t-shirt. And it's become now our slogan, the word onward. It's what gets me through the day when I think about my husband. It gets our kids through the day. And it marks this community because so many of you have chosen to put it on your shirts and wear it too. I want us all to remember that when things get tough, we move onward anyway. It's our attitude that moves us onward. And I hope that's useful to everyone. It's certainly useful to me. So thank you for asking that question.
Thank you. Micah, we're almost out of time.
Yeah, you're right, Megan. That has, we actually, believe it, there are more donations still coming in. So why don't we bring you guys up? Awesome, awesome. So what's your name?
Well, I'm Jeff Savin.
Katie McRoy.
And what did you guys do to raise your amount?
Well, the cotton candy sales raised $350.
Nice.
And the ping pong toss made $45.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much. You can put those in the box.
And just to remind you, the telethon is winding up, so if you have any last-minute donations, keep them coming in. And
we do
speak
have a
of the devil,
donation.
we got a last-minute donation right now.
How we doing, everybody? Name's John Erzatano. Chicken patties weren't up to par today, so I decided to put this to good use, my $2 here. But I don't know where to put it. But
Thank you so much. You can put that right in our box.
Like I said,
Thank you, John.
every dollar counts.
Every dollar does count.
So, Mrs. Alexander, with the Onward interview, she was bringing up so many good and powerful points about how deep that word means to her and what it means to the Live Like Lou Foundation. So thanks again, Mrs. Alexander, for that.
Thank you.
And it looks like we have our money girls set and ready to go. Sloan and Mary, take on over.
All right, thank you guys. This has been an amazing telethon. Our total grand value is $63,411. This is along with anonymous donor who donated $25,000. So thank you so much. We couldn't be more thankful for your donation.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody who was a part of the telethon and everything everybody did. Mrs. Alexander, thanks again
Thank
for
you so much for coming.
such an awesome
We
thing.
had so much fun raising money for Live Like Lou.
We couldn't have done it without your viewership and all the donations that you've made. Thank you guys so much. And as you can see, $63,000 and $411 it's awesome. Thank you so much.
Well, all good things must come to an end.
That's true, Megan. We're also that is all for our 27th annual telethon. We hope you enjoy the game. Show. Let's have our scorekeeper come up and announce our grand total once again for this telethon. We can't say it enough. We cannot say it enough. Let's hear it, Sloan and Mary.
$63,411. Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, guys.
And thank you to everyone who contributed to this year's telethon and everyone that worked on the production and gave donations. We really appreciate it.
That's all we have from Fox Chapel. Thanks so much.